Just gotta throw it flat. No problem.
You done messed up, A-Ron!
All right, welcome back to the back nine here at Santa Cruz River Park Disc Golf Course in sunny Tucson, Arizona. I shot 6 down on the front 9. I'm currently on pace to break my record. If you haven't checked out the front 9, take a look at it here and then come back and watch the back 9. I'm gonna be playing the back 9 here. It's still nice and sunny. A little bit of wind out here, but not too bad. So come along with me and I hope you enjoy the back 9. All right, hole 10 here, 207 feet. It's not a terribly long hole, obviously, but it is tucked up and right of all of these trees. It's kind of in an old volleyball pit area. I do have a pretty decent wind from right to left. There's not a big chance of going out this way. You'd need a real big flare skip. There is a gap through the trees that you could do a nice big grenade, but you really got to push it forward quite a bit. So I've got to break out the forehand. I don't have the greatest forehand, so I'm currently working on that. You do have a park bench over here. If you cut it off too low and left, you can end up in trouble. So those of you that throw forehands, if you have any tips for me on my technique, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Always looking at other people's insight and tips that might help improve my game. So let's give this trace a shot and send it down the fairway. Well, not half bad actually. Nice big skip to the right. All right, I'll take it. All right, probably one of my better forehand shots. Leaves me with a nice easy tap in for 2. Forehands, man, I tell you, they're just not my thing. All right, hole 11 is 255 per the tee sign. It's a little bit longer. I think they've moved the basket back a little bit, so we'll play at about 270. Guardian trees galore in the front. There's one also on the right side that's kind of hard to see. It's just left of that driveway there. Driveway is out of bounds, so definitely want to keep it inside that. We have a baseball field to the left that's also OB, but that fence will kind of help keep you in bounds if you're coming in hot. We got a nice little left to right headwind. It's going to kind of push us out. Let that uplink just kind of glide in, miss that guardian tree. All right, take it. All right, the uplink here kind of drifted a little more than I wanted. It's got a lot of glide, and that little right to left, or left to right crosswind kind of pushed me out a little more than I wanted. Got about 25 feet for a birdie. We'll take it. Just got to throw it flat. No problem. All right, hole 12, 234 feet, dead straight laser shot. A guardian tree right in front of the basket on the right side, obviously. You don't want to make it too easy, but you do have a chance to put it out there. Pretty open lines for any kind of player. Let's just send one down the pipe, try to get it. And I think we slid a little long, but we'll take it. So this course has been here for many years, a year longer than I've been alive. And this course is still something that people come to enjoy from all over the country. It's a great course. It's easy for beginners. You can play the B pads and really make it longer and more challenging if you're an advanced player. But it's a great course to get out. It's nice and open. You could do some rollers and things like that if you'd like out here. So if you haven't checked out Santa Cruz Park, man, coming out, give it a try. Okay. Well, we are just outside the circle, maybe right on it. I'm not a step putter or jump putter, so let's just give it some spin and put it in the chains. Or miss left. I thought there was a little more headwind than that. Kind of shortened myself there, didn't really give it at all. full commitment, you know, so don't be afraid to commit to those putts. Give them a good spin, put it on your intended line and send it in there. Okay, hole 13, 261 feet, perched up on top of that little mound there. Not a terribly long hole. I've got a nice little tailwind, kind of a right to left tailwind, gonna bring my disc down a little bit. Initially, if the hyzer shot, it's gonna wanna lift it. So I think I'm just gonna send it out flat. Well, it's just drifting, come on wind. All right, that's gonna be nasty. So hole 13 here is a hole that I sent some footage to one of my teammates, Mikey Beal with Team Basket Bashers, and he reviewed my form. And he has something that he works with called disc golf theory. And he believes that the way that we complete our run up, our pull through and our follow through, etc., and where our foot placement is, really dictates where that disc is going. And I tell you what, that guy, he seems pretty psychic. Based on your lineup, your walk up, he draws a line and says, I think your disc is gonna go this way, and believe it or not, it does. So there's something to be said for this disc golf theory. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at Mikey Beal's channel, I'll link it here in the video. Give it a look, see if you can implement any of those tips that he suggests, because I tell you what, it's making a difference in my game, so give it a try. All right, we are just inside the circle with this nasty putt for a 2. So if you're out here and the score's on the line, you might go for it. If it's not, you might lay up. Let's give it a run and see what we can do. Obviously our risk is a roll away. Let's just put it in and pretend that there's nothing there but the basket. Well, I tried. We'll take a 3. I was fortunate enough not to get a nasty roll away. Need to put a little bit higher and commit. I was expecting the wind to kind of give me a lift, but 3's not bad. All right, hole 14, 336 feet, straight down the middle. Of course, there is a guardian tree right in front of the basket. So pretty wide open shot selection, OB fence down the left side. Just put it out there and get it close. I'm gonna go out over the trees on the right. That's coming in a little early and short. That'll be nasty. All right, I left myself outside the circle, came up quite a bit short. Got a little bit of a tree there to think about on the putt. Let's just keep it flat and drive it in there. Whew. All right, we'll take it. Anodes, man. Anodes.
Anodes, man. Anodes.
All right, hole 15 is 279 feet, straight down the middle, tucked behind some guardian trees, of course. Got a little bit of a tunnel to kind of go through here in the center. Nice little hyzer flip with an uplink, something you can throw nice and straight. This is gonna just glide down nicely, hopefully, and sit right by the basket.
Man,
A little
you
low.
are one pathetic loser.
A lot low. Wow. So the nice thing about making these videos for the channel is that I can learn from my own mistakes. For example, that uplink shot that I just threw there came out really, really low, not on my intended line. And if I wasn't recording, I wouldn't really know what I did wrong. So the best way I can give you guys advice to get out there and get better is to record yourself. Whether you're going out to the field or playing a course or just throwing in your garage into a net, you're gonna really be able to see those things that you can't see, obviously, while you're playing. So you can always have your buddies tell you what they saw, but you know, it's hard to take advice from somebody when you think you threw it perfect and you're just not sure why it didn't fly right. So get out there and record yourselves and get better. Well, this isn't a putt that anybody would want to have. Through the trees, around the tree, what do you do? So when you're out here thinking about your shot selection, think about your high percentage stuff, right? I could try to split that gap and go in and drop in for a 2, which would be fantastic. But if I come up short and hit that tree and bounce out and roll, now I've made myself, you know, the opportunity to get a bogey. So think about what you're doing, take a deep breath, and play smart and lay up. There's nothing wrong with it. That is, of course, unless player B is better. He's not better. He's not better. You know, if you're gonna lay up, make sure you really put it by the basket. This isn't bad, but be smarter. Make him a tap in. All right, hole 16 is 239 feet. Straight down, a bunch of guardian trees around it. You have a nice hyzer opportunity to come in there. A little bit of a headwind. Let's get down there and get an ace. Why not? Drop in there. A little short and right. All right, that could have been a little bit farther, just inside the circle. Still a 2. Ooh, 11, just outside the circle. If these long legs are a yard apart, or a meter, 3 feet. All right, hole 17, 278 feet. Uphill a little bit, there's a ledge that the basket is sitting up on, OB to the left, so the play is definitely to take it out right and let it slide in. You don't want to risk a big skip and go out of bounds. You've come this far, let's not get a bogey. That's a little more inside than I'd like. Skipped. Woo, just stayed in bounds. So like I said, making the videos is helpful. I talked about how I wanted to put that right and let it slide in, but I didn't commit to that line. It didn't hold what I wanted it to hold. And so then I can look at my footwork in my release and know why it didn't go that way. Sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, now you're stable, blaming the disc. It's not the disc. Think about how you're releasing it. Think about your walk up. Walk on that intended path. Have a good follow through. Send that disc where you want it to go. It'll do what you want it to do. All right, left myself a little bit of a tester here. Know the rules, so I get 3 feet from that OB line. Of course, I got this low-hanging fruit right in front of me. Step out, take your time, give yourself a putt. Now, I've got some low-hanging branches there too that I don't really want to contend with. So let's do from the knee. Nope. Should I have gone with my initial instinct? Also, nope. So sometimes it's just hard to get. Maybe a little more commitment. Push that disc through the branches. Definitely came up short and low on the first one there. Don't be afraid to commit to those lines. Sometimes if you lay up on your throw like that, it can end up a lot worse than just going for it.
Okay, my audio cut out on this hole for some reason. So what I'm saying here is that it is 278 feet to the basket. Pretty wide variety of shots that you can take here. The trees off of the tee pad are a little closer than they appear on camera, so you do have to get it up pretty quick. The road to the right is out of bounds, and a nice big sandy area for the disc to land in to prevent you from big skips, so nice attackable hole.
All right, I left myself a nice little headwind putt. Keep it flat, don't put that nose up into the wind. Give it a good spin. Finish with a 2. Or hit the tray. Well, we tried. We put it flat, gave it a good spin, just not enough height. Take a 3. All right, that wraps it up for Santa Cruz River Park Disc Golf Course. I shot probably my best round ever. I think I'll have to look back, but 10 under. It's an exceptional round for me. I'd like to attribute that to getting out there and making these videos and having teammates like Mikey Beal review my form and help give me some insight on how to play better and play more consistently. So again, if you haven't checked out his channel, take a look at the link and see what he has to offer. So thank you for joining me out here in Tucson, Arizona. I'm looking forward to getting out to the other courses here and making more videos so that maybe that can draw more people to come out and check out what we have to offer here in Tucson. We've got some big things coming in the future, hopefully some bigger and better golf courses for us to play. But for now, let's enjoy this nice slice of history we have out here in Tucson, Arizona. Come on out and check out Santa Cruz River Park Disc Golf Course. See if you can beat 10 under, which I'm sure you can. So again, thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for more videos here on the channel highlighting Tucson disc golf. Until then, be safe and take care. And I'd like to give a big shout out to my sponsor, Basket Bashers Disc Golf. Check them out at basketbashersdiscgolf.com. Let's get out there and make 2022 an amazing year. Have fun and stay safe.